Morning all. Here we go again. I'm just going to build a door while we're quiet. For resources. But it's a start. Does mean that once we've got the money, the resources, we can finish that off. That done. That bell rig. Eat and drink. Need cooking a bit. Need a money food run I've done to the trader. As well as food, realistically. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's okay out there in internet land. Sorry about that. Just had to wake up. It is just past 5:30 UK time, and we're streaming for our early morning stream. So I sound half awake because I probably am. Actually slept right through to 5:30, just shy of, which is really good for me. Now doing a trader run to buy some food for the team. And some ammo. Probably get a small box as well, just to turn into weapons and ammo, because it makes sense. I hope everyone's okay out there. So we're pushing from base up to trader. do the extraction, just hopefully make it alive. We will grab money out of the account, grab what we need, and then extract back to base and drop that off, and then we'll go start looking for nails and code locks, keys and such like. The trader to load in and get me off this godforsaken water. Okay. One of those should do us fine for now. One of those. That. One of those. That's sorted. Pay this money away that needs paying. Set the RV for base. Track and go home. Make sure I've got no money left on me. Morning, Chuckles. How are you? Oh, evening, Chuckles. How are you? Hello, mate. How are you?
Hello.
Good evening. Had a good day?
Yeah, it's been an okay evening. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's 5:30 in the morning UK time and GoblinZ streaming. Yeah. I feel half awake. But I am awake. I'm just on a trader run to get some storage and some food and water.
Okay.
Run that now, and then we'll go out searching for shit. If Merv comes on, we're going to do a fire station so he gets his key done. We tried to do it yesterday afternoon, but it had already been hit.
Just waiting on this system. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to replace this processor.
Okay.
This takes too long to load.
Yeah, processor. It's an old processor. We need to know what motherboard you've got so I can work out which processor is the maximum speed you can take. Because you can't just stick any processor into any motherboard, as you know. So once I know which motherboard you've got, then I can look up the specs and then I know what's the maximum processor you can put in. Or the best processor compared to what you've got. Which then allows us to work out what it's going to cost you. Because if it's too old, it'll be cheaper to get a new motherboard and a new processor than just buy the old processor, if that makes sense. And if you buy second-hand market. But to give you the best options. What the best option is I win the lottery and just send you a new PC. No, I win the lottery and there's a knock on the door and it says, look, there's a delivery here for you. I've not ordered anything. It says it's from Goblin. Oh, he's won the lottery, has he? Yeah, that's the best option, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having the extra few that extra currency to buy lottery tickets, that's the trick.
I do. I've had the same numbers in the UK for the UK lottery since the day it first came out. They've got me now. I can't not have a lottery ticket because if my numbers came out, what would happen then?
That's true.
So they've got me. They've got me. Yeah. £4 a week because there's 2 lottery draws a week every Wednesday and every Saturday.
I think I'm the only person watching your live at the moment, but you've got 4 likes, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
So other people are sneaking in and out.
Oh, yeah. It's happening. So I have to win the lottery then, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you want a PC that's inside a goblin-shaped case, yeah? Is that what I heard? Yeah.
Well, it already has. It already has glowing green lights.
Mine's red.
Ah.
Because it's black inside, I do everything red. Because I'm weird like that.
It used to cycle through different colors, but now it just sits at this one.
Nearly home. Someone's been through since I was last here.
Doors are open?
Yeah, doors are open that were closed 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So obviously the larger city to the west of us has people in it.
Yeah.
We continually keep hearing shooting coming from the town that's south of ours, I think. We keep thinking it's the military, but I think it's the town.
Yeah.
The one that's sits on the hill overlooking northeast airfield.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the fucking badger. Right, we've got a case now for ammo and weapons. Just got to move them across. And I've sorted out our food problem.
Okay, so now the door's on the right.
No code lock on it yet, but sorting out food to start with, and then I'll move on to moving weapons and ammo across.
Oh, I never did get back on. Yeah, I've got junk loot I should sell.
That's all right.
Ooh, there's a new toy over here.
New toy?
Oh, it's an SV98 and AK-74. Was that Merv's gun? Is that what he was
No,
carrying?
that's me and Merv. We ran the military up the road from us, the big one.
Okay.
Yesterday, UK, like late afternoon. Merv messaged me and he's like, "Are you going on the seat? Are you going on late afternoon?" And I was like, "I might do. Why?" "Well, I'm thinking on getting on now." And I'm like, "All right, I'm on the way." Yeah.
Oh, and their version of an AUG. Gotcha. Okay.
Right, I think food and water's sorted for now. If you have a look in the food container, I'll sort ammunition now out and magazines. There's clothing in here now if you need it. Battle vests and belts and helmets. All that nice stuff. That'll do for now.
Never seen these visors before. Those are interesting.
Yeah, if you get the right helmet, they'll clip to it, and visors work on here to give you a little bit of extra protection. I think you tap L to bring them down. I think that's default, rather than hold like you would with an MVG. But there's some belt rigs and some belts. There's some, yeah, various shit. If you need it, grab it. Food and water's filled though. Nice. Bottom. Oh,
That manual is that's a not food, it's a book.
where?
I'm holding it up in the air.
Oh, is it? Oh, in which case I put that in the for sale tin. I thought it was a box of cereal that I picked up. Good job I didn't.
Yeah, no. I did the same thing.
So I thought that all that water's safe to drink. Oh, if you've got one of the baby water bottles that won't fill it as well, including in trainer, if you leave just a little bit of water inside it, it will fill. It's when it's completely empty that it won't refill.
Ah, don't drain them.
So don't drain it, then it will refill. It's not meant to, because obviously it's meant to be as you get higher rep, you can use different water bottles. But until they work out that problem and fix it, we can get around it using that.
Good to know.
But that's why I bought proper canteens in.
Okay, yeah.
And we've got obviously some food there now. So it should keep us going for a couple of days. Until I get the rep. Once I've got 25,000 rep, we can buy bigger containers. Which is why we've only got a small container for ammo and mags. But I thought it's better to bring it now, put it in place. We can put a big one next to it at some point. Make the small one ammo only, make the big one mags and scopes. I've started building the other door here, even though we've run out of nails now.
Okay.
That makes sense. Right, that's that all done. What next? I'm going to go and search for nails and code locks.
Yeah. I'll come out.
My aim is to. So on the last wipe, Chuckles, if you come upstairs a second, I'll show you and see what you think.
Okay.
On the last wipe, obviously where the sleeping bag area was a separate area. On this wipe, I intend to bring people on a route right round here. And then our sleeping bag area will be on floors in here. It'll be part of the main bit. But yeah, I intend to bring people on a route round here.
How mean would it be if, see how I'm blocking you? If there's a door right there.
Oh, it's allowed.
While they're trying,
yeah,
they're exposed. They're
exposed
leave this
to the
open.
window. Yes, because that means that if you get killed and you know they're raiding, you can just go and wait in the hill opposite or a building opposite with a sniper looking through that window until somebody gets there with explosives and shoot them through the head. Yeah?
Yeah.
And that way we can defend our base from outside. Obviously, you have to wait until they're quite a way into the raid, but it means that you could defend it all day long with a good sniper. But that's what I intend to do, is bring them on a full route round. then we can fit a lot more airlocks in here.
100 meters?
For where? The place to be if you want to defend this is on the rocks up there. On the rocks on the top left. You can lie down on the rocks above apartments and look right through the window. Right, let's go nails and code lock hunting, shall we?
And then you can get up into the upper level of that white building there.
Yeah.
Or even the roof of the apartments.
Yeah. It works really well.
All right. I need to delete that test marker.
Normal routine. Metal, nails or code lock, go straight home.
Yep. And we need to send some other players to the beach.
Make at least 2 kills just to up my... beat a mission. But as we know, I'm not a natural PvPer, so it's a luck PvP with me, isn't it?
Found a key.
Run it home. 100% run it home because keys are ultra rare now. They used to be a lot more common. And keys give us good gear, we know that. Yeah.
Northwest Airfield lock container.
Yeah, run it home. Even if we don't do it, we can sell it. Yeah. Player to player market for keys is massive. Some shit on me I didn't mean to bring. I'm going to run home and drop it off. I can't risk getting killed with spare water bottles on me in a magazine. Awake now. Lately was not awake when I first started streaming. I was like, I couldn't talk.
There's another key. Okay. What else did I pick? Okay. Crap. 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 Crap.
We get that's that dropped off. While I'm here, let's drop off this shit bit of body armor. Only tier 1, but if you die, tier 1's better than no tier. Start building up a for sale bin.
It'll be dark soon.
It's 17:19. Yeah, actually, it will be. Stay local or stay in camp until morning.
Local. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to get dark. I'd stay in camp personally. Yeah, Wild Chuckle's running out. I'm giving Overwatch.
Nothing spawns in here.
I mean, I wait for morning, mate. There's no point. You know how dark it becomes really quickly. You'll be getting stuck on the door. Eat and drink. Come in, eat and drink. Get ready for morning. Give it time.
Yep.
Things time to reset.
Yep. Coming back.
And then in the morning we can push out and start the search.
AFK a moment. She's calling me upstairs.
Yeah, no problem. out to stream. We're just going to wait for the sun to come up because it's about to set before we push out again because we don't have MVGs yet. Nights are about 5-6 minutes long, so it's not really a problem. But at the same time, it gets very, very dark. Snipers.
Say again?
It's just me talking aloud, mate. About to get dark. It's 6 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
I've moved the keys into the ammo box.
Okay.
I'll get a second small box to stick next to it at some point today, and then we'll put the keys in there. Just because they're somewhere separate.
I'm going through my list of quests.
I haven't done that for a while myself.
Daily, Zeleno Hunter. Travel
Ooh.
to Zeleno and kill 3 AI.
Daily. Yeah, Zelgano kill 3 AI. Agreed. What else I got? I'll exit Traveller to get the key card. Got to do that. I've got to get to Starry to get a key. Kill 2 players to get the ammo box and a load of shit ammo. Deliver some meds to get some better meds. And kill loads of people with SMGs, which I don't, or kill 5 bots with SMGs. I think that's a. We'll worry about that.
Does the AUG count as an SMG?
Probably not. It will count it as a machine gun. It will count it as a. Yeah. So when you go to trader, when you go into the weapon bit, if you click on SMG, anything that's in SMG will count probably. So you need to buy like MP5s and shit like that. But you're better off doing it when you've been killed. Go and kill an AI with your pistol. Grab an MP5 off him, and then run around the AI spots, killing all the AI with the MP5 before you come home. Because then if you get killed, it doesn't matter because you've just spawned in.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like the logic. Yeah.
And then gear up fully, run to trader, sell all the rubbish, and buy like a cheap AK and 1 mag to run home with. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you've completed the mission.
And get one of these random keys.
And
nice.
yeah, you've got a random key out of it, and you've thrown away all the shit, and you've sold all the shit off. And that way you can get those kills done easily. Because we will all die at some point on here because of the nature of the server. They're saying once they've got the new hardware in, either this week or next, they're going to up it to 100 slots for the server.
Oh my.
Because it's 90 at the moment, but it's 90 with 30 in the queue every evening, UK time.
Oh, so that's only 10 more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's be honest, they've got it to be stable, reasonably, with 90 people and AI spawning. Compared to where we were a month ago, that's massive.
Where's my...
Yeah, that's right, Gabe. MP5 or UMP or equivalent SMG of whatever this server counts as being an SMG. There's about 10 of them that they count on here. I would say P90 is an SMG. That's the strange Russian thing that begins with V. Just waiting for the sun to come up, guys. It's, as I said, it's 32 times night, so it's reasonably quick. Sun comes up around 4 a.m.
So the secret
One. Yep.
it translates to key number 14 SB RFY Riffy. Is Riffy a place? I don't know. High tier 1. Key to unknown room in Swamp Shark Base.
Yeah.
Swamp Shark Base.
It's so nice that they've done it. But they've got a secret base out there somewhere. Yeah. With a secret key that obviously has massive. And you get 500,000 rep. What's my weapon of choice? An M4. Actually, in DayZ, my weapon of choice is the weapon I've got in my hand. If I've got all weapons to choose from, my weapon of choice in DayZ is a Scar H or equivalent. So I want a 308 assault rifle. M10 SAS is pretty good. Something that will do dual roll. So something that I can reach out and touch the enemy with, but also use close quarter because I don't like carrying two weapons. Because that's two weapons to lose when you get shot. So having one weapon that will do multi-roll is probably better for me. Other people prefer having a rifle and a machine gun. And a pistol, some people. I don't like that. I prefer to have one weapon, one ammo type that does everything. Because you don't have to switch between them. But that is a personal preference. So a 308. I'm not a natural sniper, so I need something that will do fully auto because I'm better at close quarter than I am at range. So I'm better off having something that's got punch at close quarter, but gives me a range for opportunity shots, and then a scope that has a switch between distance, but with a red dot on top for close quarter. Though I'm getting good now at shooting off the hip, so I need that less and less for close quarter. I don't use any like aiming mark on the screen, so everything I do is natural. I like having to learn it because in real life you don't get an aiming mark running around in front of you. I understand players that do. It's like people turning
unless
off
you're competing in the Olympics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, 110 SAS, Scar H, or equivalent. Hi, Monkey. Monkey's weapon of choice is a Mark II. Yes, exactly, Monkey, exactly. Mark II without the magazine, Monkey, yeah? I thought your weapon of choice, Monkey, was a flare gun. Expansion taser. Gabe, I main the Derringer. Yeah, good round, that 357 in DayZ, isn't it? In the real world, 357 will take out someone easily. In DayZ, it bounces off like a 2-2.
Yeah, I don't get that.
It's because they have to balance the weapons.
I
Otherwise,
know,
people
but
would do endgame with 357 pistols. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I would have the carbine repeater in real life if I had the choice. But
yeah, out in this,
DayZ, DayZ, it's like, this is a throwaway gun. As soon as I find something better.
yeah, it's like servers that run with a 30/6. We don't use overly in the UK the 30/6, but I know it's used for knocking down deer. In DayZ, it's like I've shot it at you. It's bounced off you. You've got no armor, you know. But that's DayZ. Grenade launcher with gas grenades is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Grenade launcher used as a shotgun in DayZ on servers is a good weapon. Um, as long as you're good at, as long as you learn how to aim it, but use it as a shotgun. Don't try and aim too much. Just fucking aim, bang, pop. But gas. I don't know if they've got gas grenades on here. I think they might have turned them off to stop the toxicity that happens on PvP servers of people shooting them through people's windows. It opens. There's too many tickets are opened about it all the time. Yeah, tear gas works on servers that have it. But the trouble is, you've got, and I get it. Yeah, you've got a small team running a server. You're not yet massively popular. You don't have a lot of admins because the very nature of it, the people that are playing your server don't want to stop playing to become admins. If you put in lots of things that include the ability for people to be killed in their base without even seeing the player, they'll be opening tickets left, right, and centre. In which case, you won't be able to develop the server because you'll be answering tickets. So it's better to take those things out and bring them back in the future once you've got 3 servers and an admin team of 40. You know, it's not people. People think it's easy to, people think, oh, you just put a server up and answer the occasional ticket. I'm getting 15 tickets a week on GoblinZ at the moment, and we're small. So imagine what this place is getting. And this place has 5 admins, including the owner. So I don't envy them. And everything on here is custom. Every military area is custom. So they've edited everything out. It's awesome. It's a good server. If you like sweaty PvP, because it is a sweaty PvP server, wouldn't you agree, Chuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do we even bother having food? Get rid of food. Wow.
Argue that out with people. We need more ammo in guns. There's plenty of ammo. And then his insult to me through the night was go away and eat crayons, which is what you say to US Marines and British infantry. All you guys do is eat crayons. Yeah. So my reply to that is, oh, excellent. I live on a diet of crayons. One of the guys at work, whenever I'm on leave, I come back and there's a pack of crayons left on my desk. It's like, fuck off, guys. Because I work for a cavalry unit, so they're all tanks and think they're better than me because they don't eat crayons. Little do they know I like my crayons. When I was a young goblin and out drinking every weekend, I used to eat chalk before I went out. Grab a pack of chalk and munch down on a stick of chalk before you go out drinking. Helps to offset some of the issues.
Yeah. Base to absorb the acid.
Yeah, people would look at me going, why are you eating a stick of chalk? Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. Yeah. Same way sort of people who eat like a block of cheese before they go out drinking because that'll help to absorb the alcohol as well, won't it? is filling. Which means I need to find some vape juice because it's hidden from me. There it is. Chalk will observe, will soak up alcohol. Raw egg or something oily from the monkey. Yeah. I'm fine with the raw egg. Raw egg's good. But raw egg in the morning after a heavy night. Pop a raw egg into a mug and swallow it down, and then have a good fry up, lots of salt. Just man up and get pissed on an empty stomach. Oh, I can't do that anymore, Gabe. I really can't. I'm too old for that shit. I gave up heavy drinking in my early 40s, and I'm now early 50s realistically. So for 10 years I haven't really drunk heavily. So now if I have a night out, it takes me a week to recover. Where in those days I could do a night out, get 2 hours sleep and carry on functioning. But when you stop drinking, your body soon gets used not to having the poison. And I love drinking, and I love the effects, and I love partying. I just chose, rather than carry on with that lifestyle, instead to spend the same money on a computer. I'm not in a massively well-paid job, but I love my job to bits, and I never want to change my job. So I had a choice. Either I had a cheap laptop or a cheap PC and a bloody console, or I cut down on the partying and spent the money instead on a PC. Or even better, take a shot of whiskey and chant it was something you've been drinking, like Long Island iced tea. I can't drink whiskey, monkey. When I was 18, first posted to my first unit in Berlin, I went downtown with my mate Alex, and in the garage, I know it's not true whiskey, but in the garages around camp, you used to be able to buy Jack Daniels and Coke in a can in the garage. And we bought a full bottle of Jim Beam and 12 cans of JD and Coke, and I woke up 2 days later with a tube inside me pumping my stomach out. Now the smell of whiskey takes me back there, and I just can't deal with it. I can drink JD honey with Coke in small amounts, or Jim Beam honey with Coke, but if I have, even the smell of whiskey, nah, can't be done. My drink of choice when I was a drinky person was vodka. Do you ever have a beer while on DayZ? I find it puts me off my game. Cider. So if you're US, hard cider, or over here we just call it cider. So I like a sort of a strawberry and lime type cider, or a pear cider. But for 6 months of the year I don't drink, so I'm in non-drinking phase now. 6 months, 8 months realistically. From mid-January till mid-August, I don't drink every year. Gabe, fuck mate, bad time in Berlin. Yeah, Battle of Berlin in your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Berlin I was in Berlin just after the wall came down. That's when I was there. Shows my age. So so wall came down 89. I was there 90, 91.
My Aunt Claudia and my nephew or cousin Nicholas were there taking chunks out of that.
Yeah. I used to have a chunk of the Berlin Wall somewhere around here. Not in Mum's old house. I had a chunk of it. I did
Gabe,
Belize.
to answer Gabe's question, I will have maybe one. Yeah.
But I get it. I don't condemn drinking. I just choose to limit. I know my other problem is I can't have one. So when people go, meet after work for a drink, and they mean just have one drink and go home, that bit in my brain never developed. I have one drink, then have one more drink, and then suddenly 5 hours later I'm going, let's go clubbing, or dancing on tables and making an ass of myself. Yeah, I don't have the bit in the middle that says you can just have one drink and go home. Yeah, that bit just never developed in my brain. You have one drink and then you need to drink yourself into oblivion and party. Yeah. Paul, I knocked alcohol on the head or altogether. It made me tired and turned me into a prick when I had drunk alcohol. Morning, Paul. Monkey, when I was a teenager, I had difficulty doing more than 2 shots, and I start gagging. I fixed it by doing 1 shot of full gag glass. I have here at home, though it's not used very often anymore. I acquired, we shall say, a nebulizer. Used if you got asthma, you put the face mask on, turn it on, and it gives you better air. So I acquired one and modified it so if you put a shot of alcohol in, it turns it into vapor and you can inhale it. And that shows you my problem when it comes to alcohol. I go to extremes. So on nights out, we used to use that, inhale alcohol before we went out. Yeah, Chuckles is shaking his head in worry. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah. When I was a soldier, I used to snort vodka off a spoon in the naffy before a night out. Yeah. I've done a lot of growing up drinking for a lot of years, and then knocked it on the head because I like a drink, and when it gets to mid-August, I'll drink again till Christmas, and then I'll stop again till summer. But that's a choice thing, I work in an environment where sometimes that, we have nights out. I work for the military, so alcohol's part of that. Goes with the territory.
It's almost 5 a.m. Why is it not getting light yet? Does it do it at 6?
Probably
Am I getting
6.
confused?
Yeah, it used to be 3, but they probably changed it to 6. It's lighter now to move around base, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I creep downstairs.
Snorting vodka, Goblin. How does one even? So pour vodka onto a big spoon, close one nostril, and then sniff. That'll take the vodka straight up, and it goes quicker into the bloodstream. At the last, 3 years ago, at the staff do at Christmas, people caught me putting vodka through my eyeball. Paul, I ain't judging, mate. Yeah. I'm a creature when it comes to alcohol, which is why I don't for 8 months of the year.
Oh yeah, it's lightening up now.
All right, let's go search for nails.
Ooh, the red dot sight really sticks out in this.
If you get the laser sight, it'll bounce a laser out when you turn it on. Apart from everyone else can see the laser as well.
Need to get a helmet still.
That's fair, Monkey. I was not smarter than an ex-infantry. I'm going to do the blue tins, unless you've done them already.
I only did the one that's open, not the one that's closed.
Okay, so if you do the... yeah, I'll push up and do the one that's closed.
Where are you, Mr. AI?
Searching sheds and shit, but I'm not searching every house. I'm always wary of those apartment blocks. Gonna go and try and trigger the AI and kill them because I need the rep. Not there. I think they've moved some of their points. Yeah, guys. Thank you, Gabe. Thanks for being here. Massively appreciated. On my new Goblin early morning streams, UK. AI on me, I think. No, it's you. Oh,
Sorry.
that's all right. You nearly got a burst of 556.
I could use the air freshener. I am starting to move as faster. Not as fast as Cookie, though. If any of you've ever watched Cookie's clips, he loots so fast. It's amazing. He can even process it.
He can't. We miss so much. Which is what Mark tells us off all the time. You don't search buildings correctly. But we move quickly because we stay alive better. Yeah? If you stand around too much, you will die. By its very nature. A moving target's harder to hit. Got a key.
Oh, see, I missed that. I looked in there.
Health resort.
Ah.
Which is shit. Health keys are shit.
You have 2 of those, yeah.
Yeah. We don't never need that many meds on this server. All illnesses are turned off. You can even drink stream water.
What do you call this building down here?
Don't know, I'm not there. I'll be there in a second.
Box of nails, going home.
Okay, I'll carry on doing shit. Just stick it in with the other nails, yeah? That building, I don't know what to call it, in all honesty. No idea. I'm joining you, box of nails, coming home. After I've searched the other one. Really coming home now, mortar mix. As much as we might not get to concrete, we know people will want to, so they'll buy that off player to player, won't they? And pay good money for it, which we can then turn into things we can do. nearly home. Coming through main door now. Nails into the top. So nails into the base building area, mate.
Oh, the green one. Okay.
The middle black locker. I think it's middle black locker. It's base building.
Sweet. There we go. 187 nails total.
And then the end locker has... No, it doesn't. Yeah, it has for sale stuff in. So in the locker bit is all the stuff that's for sale. 150 slots area there now.
Right on.
And then the far end locker is general repair kits and shit like that. That's for sale. Sale. I'm going to go back out. Carry on searching. We need a code lock now. We need 2 code locks. Well, we need... Actually, we need 10 code locks, but... We always need code locks.
I'm gonna go down the road to the area with all the containers.
Okay. It makes sense for us to split our search.
Have a good one, Gabe.
What I want is a ski resort key, because we always did well out of those.
Another mortar.
We want mortar. Mortar concrete mix. We don't have the team to do the airfield, to do the thing, but those items will sell so well to the big teams because they want to concrete their bases. We want them just to turn into money that we can turn into stuff that we do need. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not a good enough team to do the one concrete mixer in the game on the airfield. We need 5 people on, all good PvPers, to defend it while it's making the concrete. And I'm not willing to sacrifice a team who we're shit at PvP. Yeah. Doing that. This server's a sweaty server with some people have got 50, 60 kills already on the server. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not putting us
No.
into that situation. Right, coming home, code lock.
Nice.
So our aim is to get metalized, like get as many doors metalled as possible, and stay covert.
Well, as covert as we can be. Monkey knows where we're at.
You know what I mean.
I know.
It's the reason I don't have the word eternity in my stream title.
Mm.
I would love to. I would love to publish stuff on this server and say, come here and play, guys. But we would open ourselves up to being raided. It's the last thing we want. People were raiding last night because they were asking in chat were they allowed to raid because it was only a week into wipe. It was only a few days into wipe, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you can raid from a minute of wipe starting." Oh, okay then. So they obviously had endgame explosives and they were going off to raid.
Good golly. Would you like me to go cut some trees?
Yes, please. Just bring the logs home. As many logs as you can bring.
Will they fit in that long, large canvas bag lengthwise?
They'll fit in the rucksack you've got.
It's only a 54 slot.
Yeah, that's fine. They don't take up a lot of space. They take up 5 by 2.
Oh, okay. I can just put them the other way. Okay. Yeah, I just turn them. Okay. I got an axe. I have an axe.
Excellent. I'll let you. There you go. Let's bring some nails.
I am going up the hill a ways.
Okay.
Was that you?
Yeah, I'm building.
No, I heard another sound.
It was a hammer sound. Unless there's somebody outside the door.
No, we're good. Clear.
Monkey, still waiting on someone to raid me, Goblin. Well, they need to have enough explosives, and they need to know where you live, Monkey. Yeah? And people on our server don't really raid, do they? I'd love to think they would, but they don't really do it. Some people know my base location. I know your base location. But you've got to make sure the people that know it play the server enough to have the explosives to raid you. For people to raid you, don't we? And that's where we're stuck at the moment. Need to cover that window up. That's the next problem. So I need a war kit. Bring people different directions. I can leave that open. That's fine. They don't know whose base it is, but definitely no location. Have you killed people outside, have you? Just waiting for Chuckles to get home with logs, and then I can carry on building.
Is 10 enough to start?
Yes. That'll be 40 planks. Yeah, it'll be enough to start.
Did I get points for chopping down a tree?
Yes, you did.
Oh my.
Not a lot,
Okay.
but you got some.
Like
Now
about
you know
5 a
why I
tree.
base build. Yeah.
Ah.
Take an axe out into the woods and cut down 300 trees without doing anything else. Yeah. Feed me wood. Feed me wood. That sounds dodgy. Drop some tree trunks at my feet. That even sounds dodgier. I've got a saw ready to go, so just dump them all on me when you get here. Thank you.
How many more can we hold? If I go.
Yeah, I can make a use of another 10.
Okay.
I can make use of 20 if you bring them. If we can't use them, we can store them for next time. No, but I can see the signs. They just don't know what they're getting themselves into. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been in there. Obviously, when I had to check for base being complying with rules. I've been inside everyone's bases. I do on a weekly basis to make sure no one's breaking anything silly. Unfortunately, one of the jobs I have to do, because you can't trust players to follow rules anymore.
All right, just a moment. Mrs. called me. Being
Okay.
right back.
Yeah, no problem. I wish we could get players to follow rules and make my life a lot easier. But they don't. Done. Right then. So we'll bring them this way. Then I've got to take them across here and round here. I need to wall that in. And then wall that. Bring them up here. There'll be a door this way, which will just go to a box. And then there'll be a door this way that brings them into base. That makes sense. Next thing to do is get a wall on there. That way round, so they're already through when they get to the inside bit, so they can't soft side it. Sorry chaps, I appear to have bruised my ribs from coughing, so I'm out for the next 2 days. Okay, Merv. Hope you feel better soon, mate. I'll get things here. like that. That needs to be. What do you reckon to the new British DPM? So, so you mean MTP? Let's put that into English. Give me a second. This should show up. That cam? That stuff here? Is that the stuff you mean? So DPM is disruptive pattern material. The new DPM is MTP. I think it's bloody excellent. If we block off all of that space, that would solve the issue, wouldn't it? That just becomes dead space that's not used. And solves me having to solve it all the time. Okay, that makes it easier.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Merville won't be here for 2 days. He's injured himself.
No.
Bruised his ribs from coughing so much.
Oh. All right.
Further along. Whatever logs you've got now, probably do it, mate. Just get a few. I've only got 57 nails left. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so that there that I showed then was the new sniper smock in that cam. There. That'll work. Then that way round, doesn't it? Oh, stupid goblin. So the idea of the new cam was the old cam would work for woodland, and then you have to switch to a desert one for desert and an Arctic one for Arctic. Whereas the new cam is 40% efficient in, no, 60% efficient in all areas. So you only need one cam. So we made a compromise rather than have 3 sets of uniform and have to the logistics of carrying it and the nightmares of forces having to change uniform. We went for one set that covers 60% efficiency in all environments without having the logistic situation. Also, MTP is a licensed product from Cry, so Cry of the multicam world, but MTP is only made for the British market. Look at me being geeky. My world. made. Hey, we're out of nails, mate. Whatever you've got, bring home.
Yeah, about to come in. Yikes.
Yeah, there is that. And drop any logs that you've got with me, and then I'll cut them into planks to store them.
There you go. Sorry I took so long.
No, that's all right. It's not a problem.
We're getting raided on a regular basis by raccoons. She's sending me out with the dog.
Ah,
And he's a good boy. He comes in with a swagger. I chased them off.
can't you shoot the little buggers?
No, I have neighbors too close.
Ah, okay. Put pictures of goblins up everywhere. They'll soon leave. I will buy myself a jacket of it, Paul. Yeah, no, it's good. MTP's good. It's good stuff. Store. I'm a fan, but then I issue it to people and deal with it all the time. I didn't know if I'd be a fan to start with, because British DPM, the old disruptive pattern material that we used to have up until 10 years ago-ish, was iconic, copied by many. And I loved that pattern, because that had been the pattern I was first issued as a soldier. But yeah, I like what we got now. Could have been a lot worse, that's for sure. Right, we're nearly there. We can go back out on the ground and do some looting.
Okay, I got food and water on me. Yep, all right. A couple of ruined saws. Good, good. Use them up.
Need to eat and drink before we go out. Make sure I've got nothing on me of importance. World War II Parasmocks. Yeah, the old Denison. Love Denison. Massive fan of Denison. We were still using Denison up until the mid-80s on a regular basis. Denison's good. Very close to Rhodesian cam. But a massive fan of Denison. I used to own a Denison smock years ago. So where I grew up in the UK, there's lots of recreational shooting and stalking, and a lot of the old boys would retire here and would use Denison smocks as their standard shooting smocks when I was growing up. So it's pretty much a standard everyone would use to wear. I'm going back out to look for nails, mate. Nails, code locks and shit. I think there's a helmet in base for you. In one of the lockers.
Alright, next trip.
I picked up spare ones yesterday.
Nice. The last time I was on a ridiculous PvE server, they had armored baseball caps
we're going home.
and okay,
Machine gun in it.
nice.
It was a. It's only a 9x19, but M4 9x19 that can be put straight in the for sale bin. We're not too far from home. It's taking up space. I'd rather run it home.
Yeah. No, they had baseball caps that had armor and MVG slots.
Okay.
I'm just like, what? Alright.
You can put MVGs on your baseball caps on this server.
Oh, and there's a goggles mount.
Yeah.
Ah. Alright, another tan ulak.
But still, it's a free weapon. I don't like Rhodesian cam, all due respect for Rhodesia. Okay, Paul. I'm not Rhodesian, but I think that obviously I grew up in a world where Rhodesia. Oh, fucking! Is it doing that stupid? Yes, we can both still go through the door.
I think our shoulders were too close.
The problem is when you get lag, base building plus, the doors are so narrow you get stuck in them. But it's a lag issue.
I remember.
Yeah. I'm a massive fan of Rhodesian cam and Denison. Obviously I prefer my British cams, but arguably in those days Rhodesian cam probably was a British design cam. And it worked very well for bush. I'm not a massive fan of lizard cam, the French old jungle cam, but I understand it worked well. Don't particularly like flecked arm, but it works well for German forests. And what other cams out there that I'm pretty affiliated to? Can't believe we've not spawned any AI for a while.
Yeah, was thinking that.
In a strawberry jam. Either people are farming the AI down south, or they're waiting an update. Yeah.
The small nail box does not count, right?
No, that's loot. Yeah, I wish it like had 10 nails in it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably what it is it's probably the little tiny finishing nails.
I'm going home.
Okay.
Car 98 with scope.
Ooh.
And a shit backpack found in a house. And then I'll get back out and loot again. Feel more awake today, Chuckles, because rather than wake up at 4 o'clock and start streaming at 5, I actually slept until 5:15. So I've actually had that extra sort of bit of sleep. Yeah. Well, I'm not so knocked out as I was yesterday.
Hmm. Do we want a camo net?
Yes. I've got somewhere we might be able to put it if it will let me do it. No, we don't actually. We can't do what I want to do with it because it won't allow me to build frames. I wanted to cover up the little sniper window with a cam net so you could still shoot out, but people couldn't see in.
Okay.
But we can't build frames on here.
All right, it's sellable or player to player.
Actually, no. Bring it home. We can put it over windows, so we could put a window on that small thing, and then cam net the window, which would then allow us to. People couldn't shoot you in, but when you wanted to shoot out, you could open the window. Yeah. And you could still, or I could just not finish the window off. Block it off, still got a window. Yeah, we might be able to use it. Can't guarantee it, but we might be able to use it. I reckon Brits could have done a lot better in their camo netting design, though, in my opinion, from my perspective as a civvy. The cam nets do their job. I think that they've done their job well for so many years, Paul, that it's one of those things that we'll probably never update. We use separate thermal sheets, and we have done for years. I think if we had the money, maybe you'd build a good thermal sheet into it. But do you buy more bullets, or do you buy a camouflage netting? And that's what it comes down to. Yeah, as you know, that we don't have a lot of money. So the limited money we do have has to go a long way. That's just it, really. Unfortunately. Wish we had more money to play with for the armed forces, but we don't. Right, that's that done. Let's drop off some base building shit and some style shit. Be sold. That silly rucksack can be sold.
Yeah, I'm ready to take a run to trader.
I'm filling up just at the sale area with shit.
Picked up an SKS as well. We don't need to keep that.
That's a sellable now. It's 7.62 though, isn't it?
The 39, 7.62 by 39.
Better than 5.56 still. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of good quality weapons or ammo yet. So if it's under 5.45, sell it. If it's above 4.45, keep it until we're ready to upgrade, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because at some point, you and I will get killed on here. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I'll add it to the collection.
And we've got lots of space for weapons. And a 7.62 and an SKS with a scope isn't a bad weapon. You can put 9 rounds down very quickly into a body, and you've got aimed distance shots as well. we could do a trader run if you want to. I've got a load of shit in here that I could sell. It's getting not full up, but it's filling. Yeah, we could do a trader run, mate, if you want to.
Yeah, almost back. And another rifle. The other 7.62 39, the little one.
Baby one.
Yeah, the little hunting rifle. In black.
I'll set the RV on the trader. I heard about the issue yesterday. The Marines were doing cold weather training with flasks that don't keep the tea warm, and other kits such as waterproof stuff that isn't waterproof. It's not right. Army deserves a kit to help them in the field. Agreed completely. Unfortunately, the nature of it, I've been there. I've worked, you know, you ordering kit from a firm and it all works fine, and then you order the next batch in and it doesn't work. You had no way of knowing that it wasn't going to work because the batch they sent you before worked fully, but companies think they can get away with it, and quality control in the factories of the Far East aren't as good. But you can't afford to buy from the UK because it would cost too much. It's the nature of the world that we live in. You're trying to make taxpayers' money go as far as possible. I'm loaded up on shit for the trader run, so as soon as you're, well, not loaded up, I've got a load of stuff to sell, but so as soon as you're ready, we'll do it, mate.
Are we keeping the camo net, or I'm taking it to sell?
Sell it. Sell it if you want to. Actually, try and put it over this window. Yes, it will. It will go on that window. There's a slot for it. There you go.
Ooh.
So now, when you're defending it, people won't know that you're defending it. Yeah? Eat and drink before we go. And I'll pick up another storage container to put next to that one there, or pick ammo, or I'll set all my shit, I'll turn into ammo that we can use. Don't suppose we've got any shit weapons in here that people have sneaked in that I need to sell, have we? You never know. Those in, that's fine. Fine. No, they're all good. Not players alike. I'm the same. You like? I really like that 9mm weapon. I'll hide it in the weapon rack. It's like, no. Yeah.
Well, which are you selling the 9mm you just found, or?
Yes. Yeah, that's gone. I've got that ready to go.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's shit. Yo, AI, use whatever your battle rifle is. See when you up? Silly game. Close.
Now, the other day, my first day on after wipe, the first AI I fought was in this tree line down to the right along the railroad.
Oh, that where you came under fire from? I think they've just got the AI in different spawning locations. So whichever direction you come in from, there's a chance spawn of them. but I get the feeling. I mean, I've been on for 2 hours now and not had an AI battle, so my feelings are that they probably broke overnight, or there's an update to do with AI and they've not deployed the update yet. And I'll check that once I'm off stream and I can look on, because if there's an update for AI, there'll be an update for my AI.
Yeah, if you open the map, you'll see an area to the west of us, Medvedelugi.
Yeah.
Medical Lugi.
Yeah,
that's where
yeah.
That's where I found an AI. "30 minutes till server restarts." Okay, that's good timing then.
Did you like
everything will reset?
Did it work?
Everything will reset while we're gone.
Did it work for you, the fact that I put in there the times in your own local time on our Discord?
Oh, I thought those were all the server times.
They are, but they're local. But they're local to you, so it shows the time up that it will happen in your country, that the restart happens. So I wrote them in the Discord format that automatically alters it to your time zone. So when you look at that, you'll see Mountain Time. When I look at it, I'll see GMT.
Okay, that's clever. I didn't realize it was like that.
You have to write a certain format in Discord to do it. But when you write in that format and it doesn't look like time, it looks like seconds, over milliseconds, and you write with a certain format in Discord, and then it will give it to everyone's local time based upon where they are in the world. So yeah, you see automatically Mountain whatever time. I see that. If Irish looked at it, he'd see Pacific time. But that's really quite clever, and it makes it a lot easier. You then know that a restart will be... the restart that's coming up for me is 8 o'clock in the morning, which will be whatever that is for you.
God, just a stump. It was a stump.
Okay.
The same rendering bug. I'm like, was that a player? Let me go back and look.
But I imagine 8 o'clock in the morning for me is probably 2 in the morning for you? I'm guessing
it's half after midnight right now.
Okay, so 1 in the morning. So 1 in the morning for you is 8 in the morning for me.
Yeah.
$7:30 UK at the moment. I've got today, my main task today is to record a YouTube video of the Gold River Project, or the Golden River Project, which is a game demo that's just come out, which is a survival game set in Canada. And this is the demo. It's the first game I've seen where the recommended graphics card is a 3090 and recommended RAM is 64 gigs.
Goodness.
A minimum 32 gigs of RAM.
I hope it's absolutely gorgeous.
It is. I've seen a demo of it run. I saw some of the people, the survival people that do survival videos, put some videos out last night of it. And I was like, right, need to download that, need to do a video and jump on the bandwagon. Yeah. And it's only the demo that came out. But the demo is still a 60 gig download, so it's a big demo. But it looks spectacular. Basically, you go on an adventure holiday, like rafting holiday, and then you work out...
And it all goes wrong.
It all goes wrong. You work out none of the instructors are there, and actually you're inside an experiment where they keep throwing harder and harder situations at you to survive in.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But
that is a massive tree.
But it's another survival game, isn't it? And I do survival shit. So I can make a video of that, which is independent of DayZ. Record an hour-long video of it and put it up. Also, the developers might take pity on me and send me a free code for the full version. You never know.
All right.
Good luck.
75. Oh, I'm falling in the sky.
Yeah, I am. I'm underwater currently, waiting for things to render in.
There we go.
There we go.
Now I'm in the tunnel.
Stunning. Nice area. Up the tower. I'm learning this trader now.
Tanya, my girl. Okay, so what you were saying is go to purchasable. Yeah, I can't purchase any SMGs. So I would do exactly what you said, go into a mill, pick a fight with an AI, take his weapon, run around.
Yeah.
I like that plan. What's left that I still have to sell? That didn't get sold? Where does that go? Oh, that's medical. Okay. Do I not have enough rep to put stuff on the player to player?
I don't know, mate. I don't know how it works. I haven't tried to work it out yet. I'm just storing things in my personal locker until I can spend some time off stream doing stuff like that. Because clicking 15,000 options can be very boring for people to watch. That's the trouble. So I'll worry about that when I'm.
Yeah.
That, and we need some 5.45. Need 99 rounds of that. And I need some. That'll do for that. That and that bought. Nearly out of money again. I've got a storage container for base and a load of ammo. I'll buy some food. No, food we're all right on. Water we're all right on. I'll deposit the rest of my money. If there's anything else in base building we need. But the stickers for the base stuff only does weapons and tiers. Doesn't like have food and stuff like that. Ow. I know it's useful. Sorted. Got a bandage on the floor. Bloody fools. Not allowed to pick it up though. First aid stuff. Facts. Can we buy them yet? Do I have enough rep? I've spent 90 grand.
I could transfer you some more.
No. If you want to transfer money to me, do it. But I'm not. I'm ready to extract whenever you're ready. Got stuff for home, so quality of life stuff. Make our lives easier.
All right, heading for the exit.
Okay. Let me know you're going to a different one than me, so I'm exiting now.
Yep. I didn't see which way you went. Oh, I'm in the field again. No. Move.
I'm in the woods. 2.6 from home.
Oh, they put me out by that military base.
Running for home.
I'll see if there's an AI.
Oh, right next to the extraction point, bloody bastards. I get this stuff home, then we'll have a case for keys, mate. Keys and swipe cards. And a label that says common, which will be for the for sale locker.
Common. Roger that.
But then if you've got stuff for sale, you just know to go to that locker. And we've got a sticker book to store stickers in. And a load of IFAKs. Orange med kits and first aid kits, so every time you go out you can have an orange med kit on you as well as a bandage, so if you need to up your stats after being hit, you can do. Paul, so I'll dodge buying another PlayStation. I'll buy an Xbox and use keys and mouse just to see how I get on. I wrote down the specs required for a decent PC that would allow streaming last night. Well done, mate. It's the route to go. It certainly is the route to go. But I would say that I'm a PC streamer and gamer. The only reason I would see, and I'm not a fan of GTA, Grand Theft Auto, but the only reason I would see to stay with PlayStation now would be for the new GTA game. Because I'm guessing it will be exclusive PlayStation to start with, or does it do both consoles on release? Chuckles might be able to answer that better.
What?
So Grand Theft Auto, it releases the console first. Does it release exclusively to PlayStation or both consoles?
That one's probably going to be both or 1 week apart.
Yeah. And then it's a year later normally to PC. Because it's a market they can't not tap into this day and age. But apart from that, what if you can get used to a keyboard and mouse, it's the way to go. And a decent streaming PC doesn't have to be stupid money. You know, I paid a lot of money for this system, but then I stream at 4K. And I have 3 screens, and I have, you know, I have keyboards that cost more than some people's graphics cards. You know, I've got a headset and mic that my headset, mic, and keyboards, my keyboard, mouse, headset, and mic would buy a streaming PC. Easily. my graphics card would buy a complete PC that you could stream on. If you're happy not to stream at 4K. Streaming at 4K is where the expense comes in. Even gaming at 4K is cheaper than streaming at 4K. And because most people watch my content on tablets or mobiles, the fact that I'm at 4K doesn't make that much difference. But it does to me now. It's very hard once you get used to 4K to switch back. I made it home, Chuckles.
Okay.
So, as long as I can, yeah, I'm not a fan of GTA now. I played it when I was like 18. As long as I get the rig that will do the bloody basics, that'll do. Yeah, that makes sense. We have a crate for keys. It's nice. Bit more ammo. Also nice. First aid. That needs to come somewhere. First aid.
So was Murph still using his AK?
No, he switched to 5.56.
Okay.
But we're saving it in base because we don't have a lot of assault rifles.
I've got another one.
Excellent.
I'm probably going to... I wandered too far off. I'm probably going to get caught out here when the server resets.
Yeah. Sail bin. That is the... that one. Now, how do these get applied? How do these stickers go on? I don't know if they do.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you don't see a thing for it, close the crate and see if it applies when
it has to be on
closed.
a crate, does it? You can't put it on a locker.
I don't know.
No, you can't put it on a locker. It won't fit to a locker. Okay, I think they just collect. They're just weird things. Maybe in the future we'll have them. So I'm not going to bother buying any more. That's all right. It's only 500. Only $1,000 we wasted. In the big scheme of things, that's nothing. Eat and drink. I mean, arguably, my setup pool probably costs UK. Let's work it out. Approximately, what its value is today would be about £5,000. Between £4,000 and £5,000 worth of setup, including like the desks and chairs and mics and such like. But I could do everything if I didn't want to do it at 4K at good quality. I could do the whole lot for about £600. You know, one monitor, basic setup, basic headset with a mic built in. It's where I started though. I started off with a cheap system and then started to upgrade and build new bits on, and suddenly it became a hobby, obsession. But I don't go out drinking anymore. I don't go on holidays abroad. I don't have kids. I'm single. I don't subscribe to any sort of football channels or rugby sports channels and pay money for that. So my money gets spent on my computer. When you get home, Chuckles, I'm probably going to log, mate.
Okay.
I
got one more thing for you to think about before you log, though.
Yeah. You brought something
looks
home.
like I'm going to make it. Yes, I did.
I'll come back in after the restart then if I've got to think, because the restart's about a minute away. I don't want you handing things over on a restart because they'll despawn or glitch and we'll have to open tickets. Yeah. And not, as long as you're not going to run in now dressed as a clown, then I won't have anything to think about.
No. No.
So what are we thinking about?
On the floor, mate.
You star. I'll come back on after the restart and deploy that. You fucking brilliant. I mean, I'll play for an extra hour. I'll play for another hour. That'll take me to 9 AM and then I can take a break for a while. Yeah, so I'll come back after the restart and play for another hour. And that'll get you up to about 2, 3 maybe, whatever time it is. And by that point, you'll need some sleep, won't you?
I'm trying to stay to 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Where is that thing? Found Cookie's favorite rifle.
The K98.
Car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of those then now. Is good. But we get more rifles than we do machine guns, don't we? That's the trouble. But I might... I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and a crash? Yeah, how surprising. Yeah, major crash. I've crashed a desktop.
There we go. I've learned to Alt-Tab out to a different screen, and I can still talk.
Okay.
Something about the loading screens causes me to go mute.
Okay. That's weird. I'm going to stop my stream, but I'm going to carry on gaming for another hour, Chuckles. I'm just going to say goodbye to them all. Right, guys, that's it for this morning. I will be back on later. I'm going to stop the stream now. I'm going to probably game for another hour, but just sorting base out and doing general odds and sods, which doesn't make interesting viewing. But I will see you all again later today, more than likely in DayZ. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you've got a goblin in your sights,